Once upon a time, a sparkling river meandered through a lush green field, where the tiniest ant you could imagine made his home. The field buzzed with energy, and the vibrant river sang to those who paused to listen. It was here, along the bank, that the ant did his daily chores. One sunny afternoon, feeling a bit thirsty, the little ant scurried to the river's edge to sip the cool, refreshing water. The gentle ripples danced around his tiny reflection as he leaned closer. But oh no! Splash! The ant slipped and tumbled into the river. "Help! Help!" he squeaked, paddling his little legs against the rushing current. But his cries were lost in the grand symphony of the river. Perched on the slender branch of a tree nearby sat a gentle dove, watching over the scenic riverbank. She had seen the ant's plight and felt a flutter of empathy in her heart. "Oh dear," she murmured. Without a moment's hesitation, the dove plucked a broad leaf from the tree and carefully dropped it into the water, just within reach of the struggling ant. The leaf sailed gracefully towards the ant, who scrambled aboard, grateful for his unexpected lifeboat. The leaf drifted gently to some reeds along the riverbank, where the ant crawled to safety. "Thank you! Thank you!" the ant shouted as he waved at the dove. But she had already fluttered away to her nest, satisfied that she'd done the right thing. A few days later, as the morning sun peeked through the clouds, the ant set out to gather food. As he ambled along the familiar stream, his tiny ears perked up at a melodious sound. The cooing of a dove. He followed the sound and, to his delight, there was his friend, the dove, preening her feathers. "How wonderful to see you again," thought the ant, wishing he could express his gratitude. But how could he ever repay such a big act of kindness? Just then, a rustling disturbed the calm. The ant spotted a shadow moving stealthily through the grass. It was a hunter, his eyes fixed on the dove. The hunter, thinking himself clever, raised his weapon and chose his target. He aimed, his finger curling slowly along the trigger. Realizing the danger, the ant knew he had to act fast. With all his strength, he scurried to the hunter's boot and gave a big, mighty bite. "Ouch!" yelped the hunter, startled by the sudden sting. His focus broken, the arrow flew wide, harmlessly thudding into the tree trunk as the dove, sensing danger, flapped her wings mightily and soared into the sky. Safe and sound in the clouds, the dove looked down at the ant, whose heart was now dancing with joy. She gave a grateful coo before disappearing into a glimmer of sunlight. The hunter, puzzled yet unable to trace his sting back to the tiny hero, shrugged and moved on, pondering the day's peculiar events. And the ant? He returned to his riverbank home, with a heart filled with pride and a new friend to cherish. Thus, in this idyllic corner of the meadow, a small deed was returned with another, proving that no act of kindness is ever wasted. Moral asterisk: a small help done in a precious moment will save you back when you are in trouble. The end. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe our channel for more stories.